Wait for the chat arena thing to say I'm live. I'm gonna start a new game. For those who weren't there last night, I started this last night, but a bunch of annoying bugs and glitches made it impossible for me to progress until I had to look it up. But today we'll be starting a new chapter again. So I've already played the beginning. I'll just jump straight into it. Because I already did the rigmarole last stream. So I'm just going to start again. For the sake of the VoDs on YouTube. Consistency. For the sake of the consistency of the VoDs and all that shit. So, okay, so just over half a year. So I missed that the first time. So half a year's passed since the end of second chapter. My controller also stopped working after last night's stream while I was trying to fix it. Don't know why the game just decided to automatically cancel out my controller. So I had to go back in and re-enable it. This game is filled with technical problems. I never had any issue like this in first chapter or second chapter. So we saw this. So Kevin Graham's here on a mission to get a specific kind of artifact from this dude's ship. Because I guess after second chapter he's pretty much returning to his normal career of trying to take away religious artifacts from people connected to Ouroboros, I can assume. He's a merchant of death. Famous Rhineford group. Now he's serving at the board of directors. I'm just allowing this all to go by for the sake of the VoD. I've already seen this, so, and I'm not uploading the first time that I played this. I'm not bothering. The VoD will be there until it disappears, but I'm not downloading it. Remember the press, perhaps. This is basically like a James Bond or Ocean's 11 type thing here. I find it kind of weird that Kevin's even entertaining the fact that this, like, he's entertaining, engaging in potentially sexual interactions, despite the fact that he's a priest. Charming your way through these drab pies without worth. But I suppose he's trying to keep a cover, I guess. I guess you could make that as the reason why he's perhaps being a little naughty for a priest. Yo, Immortal, welcome. I'm just replaying this introductory thing because I thought, for the sake of the VoD on YouTube, I just replay through it all again. It wasn't too long, and also I know where I'm heading to and what things I gotta press, but it should be fixed now, because I did read up that it was to do with the movies when I was on stream, but I wanted to try and get the movies to work, but it just seemed like a whole lot of fucking rigmarole for nothing. Someone was watching me for a minute. Okay, nice. So let's just speed through this so I can get to the new shit. Apologies if you can hear my dog barking. It's one of those days. It's one of those days where she just won't stop barking at nothing. Start everything again. Yeah, I'm just doing this for the sake of the VoD. I'll get through this quick enough. Okay, nice. Oh, for fuck's sake. My dog will not stop barking. I might have to get her to shut up in a second, maybe. Okay. Switch of some sort underneath the vase. Yep, this one. This one. Nice. And there's one under here. And then there's one here. Press the switch. I think that's all of them. Yep, there we go. We speed through this nice and quickly. Orpheus, door opens, artifacts in there. Then we fight the Jaegers and men in black or whatever. So this was the, what was it, the artifact that lets the bearer pass all but the most obvious lies off as complete truth. Perfect for shady dealings. It shows as loading every 10 or so seconds. Is it happening for anyone else? Because it might be my end, maybe. So it's not happening for you, okay. Yeah, Twitch is rocky at best most of the time. If I don't put it on auto. Weird. Maybe it might have something to do with all the new UI bullshit changes they've made recently. Because I remember the other day I had a problem because I came onto Twitch and I was looking. I couldn't see my following list, who I was following. Just came up with recommended streamers. I was like, "Where's my follow list? Why can't I get to the streamers that I actually follow?" So it's probably Twitch and they're fucking around with their site and stuff. Why can't people just leave things alone? Like, if it works, why mess around with it? I've already got my next date lined up, so I won't be able to. So yeah, he uses his arsenal. Yeah. But the Twitch phone app, like, usually phone apps are garbage anyway. They don't work properly, or I remember when I used to use Mixer. God, that site was trash. The only reason I stuck on Mixer for as long as I did was because I met a lot of the people who are in Bant Nation now on there. But my God, that site was terrible. Yeah, exactly. If it works, just let it do its thing. Just let it, you know. Let me use Stone Impact, because they end up walking into it anyway. Nice. People are so obsessed with just changing things, thinking that the change will be for the best. Most of the time when they change things, there's always like people not liking it anyway. When people grow accustomed to where things are, like I hate that. I hate when I open up Twitch and I don't understand the menus again. So it takes me about another week or two to finally get to grips with how to use the site again. Just leave the site as is. Everyone knows how to use it, it works. Why'd you have to try and make it look even fancier? What, fancy in quotation marks? Usually it looks convoluted and messy, it's like... The same with YouTube. I remember I opened up YouTube. I don't know what they've done now, they've made everything bigger. It's almost as if they think everyone's blind. Like they need to, everything needs to be bigger so you can read it clearer. It was fine the way it was. If people were having trouble looking at it, they can change the size of fonts. It's not... I don't know, man. I don't know why people do what they do. Okay. Didn't work how I wanted it to, but fuck it. Alright, what's next? I swear if this black screens again, it shouldn't because I've tested it. But if it black screens again, there will be hell to pay. I'm playing on normal, yeah. For the sake of my sanity and also because I'm streaming, I wouldn't do it on anything above normal. Like I'm not opposed to playing nightmare difficulty. But I do that off stream. Like there's no way that I would there's no way that I would like do that shit on stream. It's just too much. It's unmanageable. Yeah, but it's less forgiving. It's less forgiving in terms of like playing it. And when I'm streaming, I don't have full focus, so I prefer to sort of be able to make a couple mistakes and be able to get away with it. This is going to be a useless cast anyway. This is my issue sometimes with using offensive arts. And one of the reasons I suppose I didn't use it for a lot of the end of last game was that sometimes it's quicker and you know, you save health loss by just doing taking a turn just to actually damage instead of use arts. Well, actually, that being said, I use Titanic Water. It shouldn't black screen. It shouldn't, but if it does, I will not be happy. It's a good thing that the opening movies aren't that important. Because unlike SC, I guess because I just checked to make sure that I wasn't missing anything by turning off the movies, and thank God it's not like SC where it has like 30 minutes of movie footage. Okay. Nice. Okay, so this is where I've pretty much run out of EP. You can watch the first movie when you get to chapter 1. What is that? The opening cinematic? Or is that something else? The one which so it's the opening. Okay, I'm not too bothered about missing the opening. I'm not really too bothered about that. And that's something I could probably rewatch after I'm caught up with Trails. But I suppose I could. That's so dumb though. Like, you would have thought they would have fixed this. I rewatched it earlier. Here we go. The Force shield at the end of Fallen Order. According to the laws of the church. Okay, yeah, he beats the shit out of him. Knocks his lights out. I mean, causing a whole lot of trouble for a lot of people, you know. Yeah, he thought he had power. Didn't let me send that last message. Which last message? I don't know what it is. Yvette puts on some weird restraints. I don't know if it's Yvette or Twitch in general. But I don't have the main thing open right now. This is weird. It bans certain words, despite the fact that, like, we've specifically set the thing to be really tame. It's channel specific. I don't know, like, the whole point of this channel was that people were allowed to say what they wanted to say. So I don't understand why there's so many limitations. So once you get to chapter 1. Okay, I can watch it once I get to chapter 1. I would have had to hunt each and every one of you down to the last member. Nice. Here we go, moment of truth. They really make Kevin look like a badass in this opening. It might be. It might be because of the word spoiler. Because I think Phil, he was streaming Uncharted 1 and he got really panicked when discussion about Last of Us 2 came out, because he's really like, he really wants to, he's like playing it right now, I'd imagine, because he got it today, but he's really like nervous about getting spoiled, so he probably said, make that like a blocked term. Here we go. Here we go. There shouldn't be black screen. It'll be like a couple seconds and then... There we go, nice. Yeah, I got spoiled as well. It's one of the reasons why I wasn't interested in playing it. Because just so much of it had been spoiled. Macabre number 5. So... Plus, I had a lot of things that I was buying this month for like family members, because there's a lot of birthdays this month for my family, so I was more focused on that than a game that I kind of lost interest in. Completing Operation Sir. Oh shit. Seemed to be a rather easy one for you in the end too. I could have enjoyed some private time with a real gem of a woman too. This is weird. Maybe I guess the Septine Church isn't like the Catholic Church. Maybe you're allowed to have sex before marriage. I was just thinking it's weird that priests going around trying to get down and jiggy. Some people came to visit and now internet went to shit. Ah, man. Well, they came around to visit and now they're sucking up the internet. When you go and visit someone, don't you usually want to talk with that person, interact with that person, instead of being on your phone? I don't get that. The only here in this ship is under your command, and Slack or not, we're here too. I watched the first game on YouTube, not owning a PS4, I just did it. Oh, for Last of Us 1. Last of Us 1 is really good. It was a really good story. Mediocre game. Like, mediocre gameplay. But it was a damn good story. And from what I've heard, it's kind of flipped. Like, it's Last of Us 2 is a decent game, but a really shoddy plot. That's all I know. To give the internet password to everyone. Just make it even harder for me to own my own work. Nice. So so I guess Kevin just is the kind of dude, lone wolf, prefers to get the job done by himself. No, not a thing. Anyways, per the original plan, we need to get ourselves back to Arteria ASAP. We should be able to reach there by noon tomorrow, or today now, I guess. Oh shit. Radar. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking, I suppose I was thinking because JRPGs usually base any form of religious kind of stuff on Catholic sort of religion. So I was kind of like, I thought it was weird that there's this father going around being a bit seedy. But I guess I shouldn't compare it to it being Catholic, even if it's based on it, because it is a fictional religion, I suppose. Doesn't really... Oh, Commander Selnet. What is going on? This feels like some form of secret agent. Everything feels like... It's a bit weird. What's going on now? Secret agent organization. I'd say you deserve a well-earned rest, but unfortunately I can't grant you one right now. 007. Something the matter. As much as I hate to spring this on you immediately after finishing one mission, I've got something I'd like you to do for me. Regarding a heretic, I assume. Not this time. All I want you to do is pick something up. The object in question is currently being held underneath Gransall Cathedral. Do you think this object may be somehow related to the Oriole? Oh, okay, they're directly referencing last game. Can I count on you to handle this? Alright. That said, we've already got one artifact on this ship that needs transporting back, so I'll let the crew here take that to Arteria. I'll handle going to Liber on my own. Okay. I've dispatched a rookie squire to aid you. They'll be serving, so do play nice, won't you? Oh shit. Kevin's gonna have to take someone under his wing. Meetings ordained by the goddess always come suddenly and unannounced. Don't worry though, they won't be a burden. The abilities they demonstrated during training were truly something special. I'll be praying for your success. Oh dear, dearie me. You're creep. We were only just saying you would do with more squires serving you. You're Sinbad. Hey yo peeps, I kinda missed you cunts, even though everyone has been active lately. I mean, I suppose I was on last night. And I was on the night before. Sinbad, you're a very needy person. If someone disappears for a day, it's like the end of the world. You start asking questions. Reading that book, had any idea what a hellion she is in real life. I've always wondered whether publishing it was really such a good idea, to be honest. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I was being sarcastic. Some people would say, oh, yep, I didn't mean it. And the heroine died in it, which obviously is a big fat lie. If they'd actually met her, they'd know she's the kind of woman who could probably take a bullet to the head and ask for a cigarette first thing. Probably refrain from commenting here. Gonna leave taking care of everything else relating to our mission to you guys. Nice. Just follow the money trail. There might still be hidden accounts we don't know about. Need to return to Arteria, but preferably near a town. Oh shit! What's going on? Oh, that's the sun. Bloody hell! Fucking hell! That's nearly blinding me. That. Prologue: The Graalsritter. Where did we go? What, after my stream last night? I was trying to fix this game. Last night. And I went to bed. In the skies of midwestern Zemuria, roughly 500 selge from Liber Ark. Oh shit. Is this Dorothy? Oh man. I didn't want to see you again, I'll be honest. It's the last person I wanted to see. I got good news today. Vacations until August 18th. Oh, nice. So starting now. They've gone out of sight now. I wonder if they're busy migrating. It looks like they can't keep up with this shit though. I'll fall in love with her. I don't know. She'd have to do something pretty big. Long time no see, Dorothy. I sure wasn't expected to run into you here. It's good to see you again too. Alright, TC Sinbad, TC. You don't remember my name, do you? Oh shit. Oh, I remember. It's Onion Graham. But of course, how lucky I am to be named after such a multi-purpose plant. She is so dumb. I don't think there's any character in this game that's more stupider than her. Onion hot pot ever in the Eastern Quarter in Calvard, so I've still got onions on the brain. It's so comforting and sweet. She's honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she's not trolling. She's that stupid. She's that much of a ditz. I think my hate just stems from first chapter and having to escort her, because she would just run out into the middle of the fight, and that'd be that. One hit, dead. So you're here to carry out a follow-up investigation on the trail. Okay. So I like how, even though this is set 6 months after the end of second chapter, that it's kind of carrying on. It's kind of carrying on from the end of the second game. Like the whole stuff with the Oriole, right? Like. Nice. Now actually let me go on my own this time too. I want to let you handle travelling abroad for a report alone. Nice. My dog's barking again. I swear, she's barking at nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. She had puppies about 2 weeks ago and now she's already back to it. Too energetic. A nice peaceful 2 weeks where she was looking after her puppies and doing her job, and now she's back at it. Not this. My other dogs are usually fine. It's this one. There's something wrong with her. She cocks her leg when she goes for a pee. There's something wrong with her. All fucking dogs are Dorothy. Nah. Not all dogs. Just some dogs. I don't recommend doing this because it's cruel, but they say that to test a dog's intelligence, like how quick a dog's brain works, is if you put a towel or a cloth over their head, how quickly they get the cloth off their head. So if they do it really slowly, the dog's not that bright. But if they do it really quick, then it's an intelligent dog. I don't recommend doing it though. Like, I haven't done it myself. I just remember seeing it on, like, I think it was like a dog show. They said that was a thing. Yeah, I'd never heard of it before as well. Like, it was something I heard on, like, one of these dog shows. It was on the TV once. You're taking a quick break from Last of Us. Nice. What do you think of it so far? Like, your first impressions of it? Because I know you've been itching to play it. Cyberpunk Hey, no. Don't do that to me. Don't tell me it's delayed again. Hold on, I gotta check this. Hold on, I gotta check this. Sorry, sorry for streams. I need to check this. I swear to God, man, if it's delayed again. November 19th. Are you fucking kidding me? I swear, man, someone somewhere down the line needs a fucking fist. A fucking fist right up their anus. I swear to God, what is this bullshit? Delay. Oh. This is getting ridiculous. Stop giving release dates that you can't follow through with. This happens with not just Cyberpunk, it happens with every single game under the fucking sun. If Cyberpunk ends up getting delayed, well, it has got delayed, but if it ends up getting spoilt for me, I'm not gonna say anything. All I'll say is that I might snap. I might snap. I might be on national news. That's all I'll say. I swear, if it's because of Stadia, it can't be. Stadia is a shambles. They wouldn't delay it for Stadia. You love it so far. Okay, cool, nice. It's good that you're enjoying it. I suppose because you've waited so long for the game, be so excited that. But don't let your excitement blind your criticisms. That tends to happen sometimes. It's happened with me before as well. Like, I'm not gonna say it hasn't, but enjoy, Phil. Thanks for stopping by. So that you have all your belongings with you to return to your seats. Man, I have Cyberpunk on my Steam, ready to go. I have it pre-ordered, it's ready to go. I would have been playing it by now if it had released on its normal release date. But nope. I don't get it. Yeah, that's one thing. Just regardless of the things I've been spotted, which I won't go into detail of, the thing that I've heard is the best aspect of this game is it's stunning. It's graphically stunning. And I see it, like, Joel's face looks awesome. Looks really detailed, really good. But that's the thing with Naughty Dog. I always feel that Naughty Dog have always gone above and beyond when it comes to their games. Yeah, I probably won't catch up to Trails by Cyberpunk's release. I'm not going to be streaming Cyberpunk though. If I do, it'll be bits and pieces of it, because I just want to enjoy that game. I just want to sit down and play the shit out of that game. But because I've got all of the Trails games up to Cold Steel 3, so I've got a lot of shit to catch up on. But no, you're right, like, I do have Trails. And I also might get Ghost of Tsushima, maybe. I just kind of like the vibe of samurais and ninjas and stuff. You should enjoy it while streaming. You should do what you... Yeah, exactly, yeah. I probably will do bits and pieces on stream. But not all of it. It's too big of a game. It's too big of a game, and I just want to sit down and... Because I waited so long for it that I don't... Because the issue is, if I streamed all of it, I'd have to wait until I was able to stream it. If you know what I mean. Like, I'd have to wait for a good time to sit down and stream it. And I'd have to stop myself playing it just so I could do it on stream. So I kind of just want to... I'll do bits and pieces. I'll probably do bits and pieces. We'll see. We'll see. Past happy traveling around all the continent. Oh my god. I thought she was about to come on to me then. I was like, hey, ain't this your boyfriend here? I like that we're playing Kevin. I like this. I feel like Estelle and Joshua's story ended in 2. So even if they appear in this game, I like that the focus has shifted. I like that. Because I don't really know what else, like what more there is to say about Joshua and Estelle as main characters. Like I feel that they're, I feel like they're, what more can you say? I feel that's the main gripe. What, that you play as someone else? If that's the main gripe, I don't get it. I think this is better because it's not focusing on them. I feel the second game tied up their entire arc that had started in the first game beautifully. Really? Wow. Okay. If that's the main reason why this game gets so much flack, I don't see it. I always, when I came into the Trails franchise, I knew that it was a franchise that dealt with different stories in the same world. So I knew that Joshua and Estelle were fleeting. Like they were only main characters or main protagonists. They were only going to be that for a period of time. So I was already kind of ready to do that. Like ready to move on and see something new. Yeah, but fanboys. Yeah, that's true. That is true. That's so dumb though. Nah, that's fine. That's fine. If one of the main gripes is that you're playing as Kevin and not Joshua and Estelle, personally I don't see. I see that as not a critical analysis of the game. That's more just a personal, subjective opinion, and I have to disagree. I think in terms of better writing, it's better to focus on new characters, because one issue that you have at the end of second chapter is you barely know anything about Kevin. You barely know anything about this dude, other than that he's fifth Dominion or whatever, fifth Dominion or whatever it was called, of the Gralsritter. That's all you know. So I'm liking that he's front and center again. This game is the best actually from the three. Really interesting. That's your opinion is very different to what I've seen from a lot of the people who played this game. But oh, flight for someone so young. Yeah, that's what I guessed. That's what I guessed, because it's sort of similar to second chapter. You have to talk to all your party members before you can progress. I don't mind this. I think it's kind of cool, because it's kind of like Kevin's wandering around and hearing all the little discussions going on. But to keep track of who I've talked to is a bit annoying. Did I speak to these people? Did I talk to you? So it might be ways to check you have all your belongings. Okay. Oh, there we go. Nice. This is a passenger announcement. We will soon be arriving in Grantsel City, the terminus of this liner. One thing I hope this game doesn't do is I hope we don't retread Liber. Like, I feel the first and second game, we saw everything that we needed to see of Liber. I feel like if we retread ground too much, like, I want to see new places. I want to see new places, not regurgitated areas. Okay, everyone's getting off. Nice. So lovely to be back here again. I really can't wait to get onto the crossbow games. I've heard those are the best in the entire franchise, from a writing perspective, or so I've heard. Plus, I'm also just excited to go somewhere new and have a new cast of characters and stuff. Sort of tie off this arc. Nostalgic almost, makes me a little homesick. Don't know about the best. I've heard in terms of writing they're the best. Like, people really praise the crossbow games. And it's so weird that they never properly ported them. Doesn't make any sense to me. So where are you from then? I think I might skip them. I mean, lots of people have. Lots of people, like, I suppose it's a lot of hassle to get a copy of the game and then patch over it, English patch over it. I sent you to Bose. How did you end up in Calfard? Are you serious? See, she's such a ditz, man. Yeah, I'll get it again on Steam and probably play through the games again. But I feel just to enjoy Cold Steel even more, I want to play the crossbow games. Sleepwalkers don't change airships, you idiot. I think her brain is always asleep. So I think technically she's right. She sleptwalk. I really do think you should cut down on your smoking, not as young as you used to be, you know. Those jokes, I loved it in the first game, when you're chasing after Mayor Dalmore, and Niall ends up falling behind because he's got smoker's stamina. Carlton had a big celebration for it too. Excuse to eat cake all by yourself, weren't you? She's talking about cake. I swear this woman has not got an ounce of intelligence to her. You brought me pictures of a cake. What is wrong with her? I don't know about that. I think they exaggerate with the smoking thing. No, they did in the first game. In the first game, when you're chasing after Mayor Dalmore, he ends up not being able to run with the rest of you. I think it's probably exaggerated for the sake of comedy, but I think in this fantasy world, I think that's the reason why he'd struggled to keep up with them, because he's like a smoker and he's getting old and everything. I found that jokes. I like Niall. Niall's my boy. You're looking same old. So maybe you're not so happy about that. Running into one another on that airship by total coincidence, that's all. I mean, my dad, he used to smoke quite a lot, and he could run pretty fast. You're too much of a worrywart. Still, it's good to see you again, Father. What brings you to Liber? It's not part of a major investigation, but you're getting your hopes up. Nothing of interest is going to happen. Okay. So where are you staying for the time being, Grantsville Cathedral? Dragging your butt right back to the office, Dorothy. My dad has fully quit. He's fully quit now, but that's purely because he's got cancer. So he sort of decided he wanted to make the most of, you know, his time and not close it down even more. He used to drink a lot as well, but he's cut back on it. Sometimes I guess you just reach a point, right, where it's just not worth it. How are the others here are doing? My grandpa used to smoke, destroyed his lungs. Yeah, it does that. Hold on, give me a sec. I need to just do something. There we go. Is that you, Father? Oh, Colonel Sid. I could tell some of the things here are references to FF. Sid is a mainstay in FF series. Unfortunately, you have to make do with me. I didn't have anything better, so I came in her place. Okay, so he's coming to take us to full-on Colonel soon. Oh shit, he's full-on Colonel Sid. I'm afraid I still feel the position is too much responsibility for me as I am. Brigadier General Bright still has plenty of work left in him too. Wouldn't want to take any of it from him. Brigadier fucking Cassius-sama. Poor Cassius is still getting work to the bone, huh? Ain't no rest for the wicked. It's being kept underneath. Okay, so we're gonna investigate whatever the fuck this is underneath the cathedral. I hear laymen like myself can't even enter it without the knight's permission. I'll free you one on the details when we get there. So I guess it's like holy ground or something. Someone I want you to meet in the cathedral. They'll be apprising you the details on what... Who is it? Is it someone we know? Is it going to be a familiar face or... Oh shit, everyone's gone for ice cream. So I guess we're getting a pan. Everything's sort of returned to normal. After the whole... Liber Ark bullshit. Nice. The cathedral. Grantsall Cathedral. Old man's voice. Who's this? Okay. Archbishop, you look very well. Who's this? Woman in white. I don't know who this is. I wasn't expecting you to be quite this young. How old are you? 22. That's a lot younger than other Grasritters. Really so short-staffed that they're handling out the most important posts to kids. You can't blame me for assuming the 5th Dominion would look like more of a veteran, can you? Who the fuck is this? Your surprise is written all over you. Someone in your position should have a much better poker face than that. Maybe you need to redo your training from scratch. Woman in white is cute. Yeah, she didn't look too bad. I'm more into black hair and brunettes than I am blondes. I know that's usually the staple go-to when it comes to people's taste in women, like blondes. But I'm more into black hair and brunette. Pick a fight with him. Please try and be a little less deliberately provocative. So who is this? Is he still this thing we went through so much? You want me to play nice? Press it in the same way as that old coot. Who is this? I'm Erica Russell. Oh, is this Tita's mum? Is this Tita's mum? Oh shit. Is this... It's gotta be, right? Oh, damn! I sure didn't expect to run into little Tita's mother here. Shit. Yeah, that's what they mentioned in the second game, that Tita's mum and dad were off trying to bring Orbal technology to the rest of the world, right? What do you think? After all that went down here, there was no way I was staying out of the country any longer when I had to. Damn, Tita's mum. With how remote the region we were in is, it was all over by the time word reached us. Had we found out sooner, I sure wouldn't have let that maniac pull half the crap he did. Talk about an understatement. That whack job actually took my little girl to that floating city with him. Oh dear. Okay, you're complaining that your daughter was put in danger, yet you fucked off. Went off on a jolly holiday with your husband to introduce Augments to the world, so don't complain about not being a good carer when you're not there for your daughter. What is this woman's problem? She's talking about Agate as if he's some filthy mongrel. This woman's already pissing me off, man. What is this woman's problem? She abandons her daughter and then complains about the care that she's been in, and then fucking trash talks my boy Agate. I'd fucking... Actually, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Might get the channel banned. They might think I'm a misogynist or something. Incidentally, the Professor Russell you're more familiar with is currently vacationing abroad. Okay, so Russell's gone. I don't like this woman already. Don't think I don't know. That I'm concerned with, unless I'm reported by a user. Hey, a lot of people like to slink and slide sometimes. Hide in the chats, wait for a moment when they can strike, just for the joy of it. All I was gonna say was, I suppose I've said things as bad of it, but I said I would, in fact she's trash talking and bitching, I'd just fucking backhand her. Well, they certainly took a turn for the strange. This example of the church's famous thaumaturgy. The deer will ban me. Yeah, exactly. The deer will ban me. It's a little extreme, so now the colonel is obviously going to need to report what happened here to superiors for one thing. Yeah, this woman, Tita's mum, what a shit mother. I don't need you to say it, I just need you to think and believe it. You don't even need to do that, it should just come completely naturally to you. Here goes. So, in the name of she who dwells above, do I hold this consecrated septium. Space is golden glow, consciousness is silver glow. By your opposing natures, reveal to them the path at least to the sacrament. Okay, so I guess it's like a... Oh, nice. So they can't see the door, I guess, unless they're either ordained by the church, like an actual member of, you know, the church, or that he does this. I can see that you two were true to your word. Okay, nice. And yet I can hardly believe what happened. So what's behind this door? This door looks familiar to the one... Looks similar to the one underneath the castle. That is what we need for the world to be a better place. Imagine having that spell IRL. Yeah. Shit, look at the size of this room. Damn. So the last 2 games, we had no idea that this was underneath our feet, pretty much. In accordance with the agreements between the church. There's lots of shit underneath Grant, so I've noticed it over the course of these 3 games. There's a lot of stuff underneath Grant, so like no other city in Liber has huge underground monolithic places. To you, Gralsritter is quite clear then. I'd assume there are similar ones in places other than Liber too. Anyway, we call this place a primal ground. It's the usual name, the others are based in Arteria. So I guess Arteria is the holy city, right? That they talk about. How much you take after the other Professor Russells, or... What's she got against her dad? Might trump me a little in the theoretical side of things, but when it comes to the practical side of orbital science, I could beat him in. Erica is cute, but she's a fucking bitch, man. Fuck this woman. Talking shit about my boy. Fuck her. Actually, don't fuck her. I wouldn't fuck her with a 10-foot pole. So what is this? This is the object in question, right? That's correct. It was pulled up 3 days ago from the area where the Liber Ark sank, and we believe it to be an artifact. Okay, so is it 3 days prior, roughly, at the center of Valeria Lake? Okay. Where the Liber Ark sank. Oh, damn. So this is an artifact from the Liber Ark, then, maybe. Connected to the old civilizations. Shit. I heard anger fuck is a good way to deal with complex emotions. You just need to have anger sex. Nah. For me, I don't think that would deal with any... I think... I don't think that would work. I don't think that would work in this case. Professor Russell is certain that this is the area where we should be looking. Gustav. Depending on how small the thing we're looking for is, actually finding it could still be a real task and a half. Lieutenant Colonel Sid. I wouldn't judge it so... Oh, here she is. So, how did we not notice this when we were on there in the second game? Old habits die hard, you know. Been calling you that since about knee high. For the time being, this is a spot then. We're able to calculate exactly where the object is. Judging by the readings, what we're trying to pull up isn't all that big either. It's just powerful. Small package, but it packs a punch. And someone's gonna say, hey, just like your dick, Baker. Good one. Did it before you did it. Remote's not something the size of Antoine. But sex with pretty much anyone feels good. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's dependent. I think it's better if you like have an emotional connection to the person. No matter how hard you work to get your hands on something. The second, because just doing it for the sake of doing it it is what it is. But if you have an emotional investment, it's 10 times better. It's disabled or something, then it just makes you guilty. I don't know. I think there's a lot of compiling factors when it comes to sex that a lot of people a lot of the time gloss over or just don't realise. I'll leave the rest here to you, Gustav. Let's see what you're dealing with here. Because people want different things out of interactions, social interactions, sexual interactions, whatever it may be. Some people might have a kink by having sex with disabled people. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. There are weirder kinks. No, I'm just saying, but it's dependent. It's dependent. I'm not saying that I would do that. I'm just saying that it is highly dependent on the person. Exactly, yeah. There's kinks for everyone. How they have the power, they do, but they have it, and it's not something we can ignore. As a researcher, I can barely imagine anything more frustrating. See, this is what happens. When Sinbad joins the chat, everything just devolves into something to do with sex all the time. Either it's an organ or an interaction. We're well aware that any attempt to solve their mysteries is pointless. I see when you put it that way, I can understand to a degree how you must feel. Half a year has passed since all the chaos came to an end, and on the surface we're back to normal. Here or what it signified. I call it the Sind effect. Not that I was here to see what will happen, of course. Yeah, you were off with your husband having a jolly holiday in another country while your daughter's... Well, you're abandoning your daughter. Uh-oh. What have they got? There we go. Nice. So this is when they pulled up the artifact that we're looking at right now. At the bottom of the cathedral. Oh my god, what is... It's like a... Do you know what it reminds me of? In FF10, some of Wakka's balls would have effects like this. Yeah, they use a lot of like European and sort of Eastern European names. Like there's a lot of German names, a lot of British names. No Americanized, bastardized names. It's plain as day why you decided to stay and wait for me now. If an artifact has lost its power, it's exempt from the traditional agreements governing them. It doesn't need to be given to the church, that is. You already understand me so well, we can cut right to the chase then. The orbital readings disappeared just before we handed the artifact over to the cathedral, as it so happens. It's currently being looked after here, but the formal procedures to transfer ownership have yet to be completed, making its legal owner unclear. Okay. So in your expert opinion, what should be done here? I'm assuming Liber wants to assert ownership of it in this scenario. Yeah, I suppose they don't... It's not that they don't trust, but I suppose they'd be more comfortable. Plus, I suppose it would make great advancements and Liber would be at the front of that. I'd say we have every right to keep it personally. It's completely impossible to analyze an artifact that's no longer active. I don't see how it would be of any use to your research as things stand now, but you're sure you want it that badly. 0 out of 10, no dark-skinned ladies named Chantarella. She might... Sherazade might be in this game. This is only the beginning. Only the beginning. But it sounds like everything we thought we knew about the world was more or less proven wrong. Sinbad, you need to get on to these games, man. You have a first chapter. The more I hear about their advances in technology, the less I can work out how it's even possible. Chantel, Ashanti. Yeah. Artifact could shed light on all of what I want to know. I want it. Man, Sinbad, you need to get onto these games. You're missing out. You're missing out. The issue with people telling me in due time is I have PTSD to telling a vet to finish things. She says I'll do it in my own time, I'll do it eventually. Then you end up waiting about 3 years to get a progress update. A brief hesitation. Oh, girl's voice. Who's this? Who the fuck is this? Getting introduced to a whole new cast of characters here. It crawled through the fields, ran through the hills, and spread disaster in the skies above. An excerpt from the Book of Isa, verse 2, Disaster Unleashed. Who is this? I think I could trust you more than a vet to finish something. But I still can't shake the impact of telling a vet to finish something and 10 months later, she's still in the same place she was 10 months ago. So, hold on, Sister Reese. Better than that. Eh? I'm not going down so easily because I've got a secret weapon of my own. Oh man, there she is. There she is. I want to stay and look at this picture. She's too adorable, man. Tita is too adorable. She's adorable and you fucking abandoned her, you slut. No matter how freaking adorable you may happen to be, you can't take me down because I've got a natural immunity. Yeah, does she think they... I think she's assuming that they sent her down so that they could easily negotiate taking the artifact. And then they throw you into a sister's habit to compliment it all like a little cherry on top. That's the most flattering habit I've ever seen. What, did she die? What, Tita? I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying that she did die. I'm not saying that she didn't. All I'm saying is, play the games and you'll find out. Might inquire as to the identities of the people with you, Father Graham. The lady's Professor Erica Russell, ZCF, or the gentleman is Lieutenant Colonel Sid of the Royal Army. Yeah, I really do need to get back to Umineko. I feel like I'm at a stable place now in terms of schedule and everything to actually get back to it. Because I really do want to get back to it. Really do. Perhaps not, but my intention was to save you the time and effort required to do so by making the correct judgment myself. Whether it is lost power or not, that is no ordinary artifact. It is potentially related to one of the Septarians. Okay, so she's here to actually clamp down the laws. And say, hey look, it doesn't matter. Church ownership. The church quite clearly say the artifacts that have lost their power are exempt from the usual rules. Umineko. It has an anime, but it's based on a visual novel, which is a lot, from what I know, is a lot better than the anime. It's like a really well written mystery It's weird. It's a very different breed of visual novel. It's good. It's a good read though. I don't usually read visual novels that much. Unless they have gameplay elements, like Danganronpa, Phoenix Wright, Somnium Files, like a lot of those games are like that. But I'd say Umineko is one of the few that I'd say is exempt from the usual visual novel bias that I have. Belongs to neither you nor me. It's simply an abandoned object with no power owner whatsoever. To put it bluntly, yes. Well, he's a Dominion, so does he overrule, maybe? I can't say I don't want to take it back to Arteria. Okay. Yeah, both make a good case. Oh. What the fuck? What the fuck? What's going on? Oh, I suppose because they're both related to the church, right? They're both related to the church, so I guess I could sense it. Zawardo. Yvette still hasn't caught up with Jojo. I still don't understand that. I still don't fucking understand that. What is going on? Why is it suddenly active again? Yeah, I guess it's church ownership now. Yeah, Jojo is one of the series that I don't like. I say it's not like prophetic or anything. It's not like super in depth, but it's one of the few animes that I just say, watch it. You'll just have a blast. It's one of the few animes that just gives me life, gives me energy, and I tell Yvette to catch up with it, and she doesn't. And I don't understand it. She's reached part 3. She's reached a really good part. Still haven't finished it, and I don't understand it. Oh, Toshi's here. Toshi has arrived. I'd like to thank you too for your cooperation in the recovery of this artifact. In accordance with the pacts of the church, I, Kevin Graham, will be assuming custody. Yeah, because I suppose now it's revealed that it's actually a active. The church has to take ownership now. Jojo is one of the easiest things to watch. Don't know if she can complete anything if she doesn't complete Jojo. I don't get it. I've said to her, you can fit an arc in Jojo, into a single viewing. 2-3 episodes, and you can complete an arc in Jojo. And it's, I don't get it. It's a fun, it's comedical, it's action heavy, it's unique, and I don't get it. I know people's tastes and all that, but if you're happy to watch Bleach and Black Clover, for example, how you can't watch Jojo is beyond me. Jojo is a better version of all of those. I don't get it. One of a kind cuteness freak, but she might actually have some stiff competition. Annalise, yeah, one of Kurt's crew. Hydra. Yo, Hydra. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to our little hideaway. I assume you found me through your interest in trails. It was almost my favourite character. Annalise. Really, Annalise was your favourite character? My favourite character is Cassius. Cassius and Richard and Olivia. Those 3 probably rank as my top 3 favourite. Come on, Reese. If you don't treat me as a subordinate, then there is little reason for me to be here serving you. We need to board the last international line out of Groundswell, don't we? Someone playing it to host you. To host me? But I can't stay. I have a party tonight. Okay. So you finished your stream. Nice. Datagate. My favourite is Joshua. Boy is thick. Joshua is an unknown, like he doesn't know, well, he didn't know, I suppose I should say, that he was a chick magnet. Well, thank you for stopping by, Hydra. I appreciate it. And I appreciate if you're hosting the host as well. Imagination. And for a second I thought you changed, but you haven't, not one bit. You're still the same perpetually hungry Reese I remember. Okay, so they know each other, I guess. Psychological phenomenon. My lack of control is proof that I still have plenty of training ahead of me. I can only apologise for my own inability. Lawrence, Olivia, Ren, all. I love Cassius because Cassius is a badass. I love Richard because Richard is a badass. And I like Olivia because Olivia is a really weird, interesting character. But he's also pretty jokes. By Lawrence, do you mean... I assume you're meaning low. My fave is Richard. Yeah, I love it. My boy Richard is awesome. The way when he returned, when he came in second chapter, fuck, I nearly lost it. Nor do you see any point in you doing so, because there are a few things in this world that carry less weight than one of your apologies. If you're listening to me, can you knock it off with the Father Graham, or even Father for that matter? For what reason? Just something to ask. What's your accent? Never heard it. Well, I'm British, but I come from the southwest of England. So I sort of have... It's basically... the southwest of England is basically like the southern states of the US, if that's where you're from. Basically like Texas and all those kind of places. Call me Kevin. Same as you always did, nice. You're from France. Okay, so you're just across the old pond. Literally nestled right next to us. Well, you know what they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Actually, the French accent is probably one of my favourite accents, I think. There's just something so romantic about it that I like. Not as strong as Irish though. I mean, well, you have Paris. You have the city of love, right? Maybe it's just I like the female French accent. Maybe. You're so selfish, Kevin. Across the old pond, yeah. I suppose it's a romanticized view of France. Don't forget that. Baker, the city of mowing. The city of mowing would be... Everyone would be angry all the time. They'd be driving to work and they'd just be shouting at each other. We've still got a lot of time until the last airship leaves, so how about we head over to the department store in the East Block. Who are not living there hate the city. Okay. I propose buying all the bread they have left. So a reunion of sorts, I guess, here between Sister Reese and Kevin. Your Yongye voice acting skills. Nah, I'm not a monkey. I'm not gonna dance monkey dance. I haven't acted in I want to say 5 years now. Been a long time. By someone who intends to consume them and have the poor things to be thrown away. I hope you're not spending your entire salary on food. Remember, Toshi, what is it I always say? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. There are a few people in this world who know how to make better use of sales and special offers than I. Baker with the talent, with the drama talent, with the musical talent. Well, I don't know how... I briefly played the guitar. I know how to sing. I've sang on stage before. But I wouldn't be able to say that I could actually play the guitar. I was very, very, novice at it. It's right up the top of the suspicious charts. I'm pretty sure anyone would be confused if a woman in a sister's habit came wandering into their shop after dark to buy out the leftovers. Yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. That's my new quote, my new slogan. Time for us to leave. We should make our way over to the landing point. I'm not sure how much longer my stomach can wait. Okay. I can sing pretty damn well in the bathroom. I think everyone can. I think everyone is part of that thing. I can sing good in front of the mirror. I can sing like Frank Sinatra in front of the mirror. Go long. I can't go long. I did go long the other stream, 5.5 hours. I sympathise, but you might want to calm down a little bit. Okay, so is someone following them then? I'm in the perfect place. Oh, the docks. Oh shit. What's going on? Gilbert. Oh, this bellend. Gilbert's back. Really? Of all the people. Bloody Gilbert. Gilbert was following them, was he? This fucking dumbass. He basically becomes a secondary villain in the like a very passing secondary villain in the first game. Then he comes back in a big way in the second game, and then here he is again. He's about as low ranking a member as you can get though. He does look the part. How dare you have you know I'm very much on the up. He's like Gilgamesh, but I suppose a bit. It's a few similarities to Gilgamesh. You couldn't look more like a nobody if you tried. You look like a nobody. You're the kind of person who constantly throws himself into things too big to handle and ends up sabotaging. Exactly. And you refuse to learn from any of your failures too. I like Gilbert. I think he's pretty jokes. I just find it's every time he pops up, I just go, what is he doing here? Why is he here? Like when you find him on the Glorious in the second game, you're like, what are you doing here? Like, you were the last person I expected to crop their ugly head out of it. Yeah, Reese knows this type of character. He oozes irrelevance from his every pore. True, that is true. Well, let's see how long that cocking. Are we gonna fight him? Fucking beat the shit out of him. I thought we were gonna get into like an easy boss fight, but nope. One hit him. Oh shit! Let me just check who that was a sec. Yeah, thank you Hydra. Thank you Hydra for following. Thank you for following. Welcome to the family, as Jack Baker from Resident Evil 7 says. What did you just do? I don't even know how I got hit. It's a weapon used by the Graal's Ritter called a Templar sword. The blade's made up of multiple pieces held together by wires that let the user extend it at will. Nice. Anyway, it's time those lips started flapping. Okay, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. And have a good day. What should I have to answer to your... I don't know when to give up. Where the dragon? I don't know where the dragon is. The dragon came in at the end of the second game to save us, but don't know where he is now. Ragnar. Oh, night. Oh yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose it is night, evening. But yeah, take care. I don't know whether I deserve it. But I appreciate it all the same. Look at this pussy. Fucking coward. See, so I decided to follow you, I swear. I love that sound effect. Sounds like his bones are creaking because he's too shit scared. That's a nice way of putting it. So go on, keep talking. You said you crash landed here. That means there's an Ouroboros airship somewhere near here, but you came on, right? I did crash land, but it wasn't on board an airship. Oh, what's this? It was on board this. Okay. He has an archaism. I guess this is going to be a boss fight. He gets all confident now all of a sudden when he's got, you know, an army behind him. Let's see what we've got here. Should we do La Crest? Let's do La Crest, up our defense. So what's she got? Let's have a look at her crafts. Arc Fencer. Recovery, Holy Blessing. Oh, damn, that is nice. Arc Fencer. Creates a field that inhibits cognitive abilities, faint. Okay. I don't want to move her out of... Oh, shit. Are you fucking serious? Hey, easy now. Easy now. Yeah, apparently he freezes. I didn't expect that. 2.5. Ah, fuck it. Cross gear rage. Ah, it's out of range. I suppose I could try and do mortal punishment. Okay, that didn't really do as much as I was hoping it would do. Yeah, easy now. Do you want to know where I got that from, actually? I got that from Moen. Because he would say it. So technically it's a plagiarized catchphrase. Okay, let's... Dark matter is usually pretty damn powerful. Nice. Gilbert's nearly down. How much HP has he got? 1.9k. Okay. He's just out of range. So annoying. I could do Titanic Roar maybe. Sure, let's do it. Yeah, he used to say it a lot. He doesn't really say it too much anymore, I don't think. Okay. So she's finally got some CP now, so Arc Fencer. I should probably use more arts for this, because... well, at least for Kevin. Because Kevin's not really a... She's got a huge fucking sword. Strength. ADF. Arc Fencer, nice. Should probably use... I don't have any EP shit. Let me read this a sec. Me hashtag start bullying. Baker's catchphrase. I ain't never heard. The OST in this game is even more insane than the previous. What I've noticed actually about the OST for these games is each game I think progresses in terms of the OST, because it's basically just the OST from before, but with more soundtracks to it. Let's move out of the way of that. They could do that XP boosting thing, get them levels up. I can't do it yet. There's no shining palms yet. Suppose petrify breath, fuck it. There we go. Done. Smelling salts. Now what are you gonna do, Gilbert? Gonna do your little bow thing again? Like you're praying to some shrine? Them poms. Them shining poms. Them pom-poms. Now how to get the best out of that thing. Got a lot to learn. I don't know whether was that the final boss for the prologue? Because if this is the end of the prologue, that'd be a good place to finish up. If you really want us to take you back to Arteria instead, that's cool by me. But if you go with that one, I can't guarantee your safety. I'll leave that one to you. Yeah, because you're Ouroboros. What is going on? This happened before when they were at the bottom of the cathedral. What was that? The thing again, it starts glowing so randomly. Maybe it's reacting to something. Nothing to you, don't worry. Shut up for a sec. What is up with this thing? So the time to begin is finally upon us. Oh, who the fuck is this? Hold on, give me a sec. I'll respond to your question in a sec. Strange man. That looks like low, but I know it's not low. Actually, this sort of reminds me of what's his name from Kingdom Hearts? What is going on? Thus, my lord, come forth offerings, come forth lost lambs, burn to ashes in the ever-blazing flames. What is going on? How do you compare this game in terms of strategy to Persona? Because the gameplay seems way more complicated in this one. I'd say it's more complex than Persona, yeah. On a base level, this game is more complex than Persona. But I wouldn't say that it is. Like the difficulty spikes are similar to Persona's. Another break, man. I guess you're really loving the game so far, Phil. I think Moen's gonna end up streaming it, so I feel if I'm not gonna get it, I can at least see it through Moen's stream. Because I know what happens, so for me to buy it, I feel like I'm not gonna get the best out of it. But I might enjoy it more if I see Moen's reactions or Moen's gameplay of it. I'm really immersed. Nice. From what I heard, because I'm sure you've already played through this, but there's a bit early on in the game that allows you to really explore. One of the reviewers was saying, and he said that he loved that bit. Like, he loved looking around this sort of dishevelled, overgrown sort of place. It's a library. What is this place? Stone bookcases are inside some kind of ruin. Way more open than the first one. Interesting. Whoa, what is this? This place looks fucking awesome. It's like a library with library in space. Actually, I don't know if anyone's played Divinity Original Sin. I doubt any of you have. But it reminds me of like a space area in that game. This is awesome. The Hermit's Garden. Oh, damn. I like it. Oh, you did Immortal. It reminds me of early on in the game when you go through the portal. Like when you find one of the portals and you're transported to like this other dimension. It reminds me of that. Oh, that's it. The prologue. Oh, damn. Shit. Okay. That is the prologue with the tapestry. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The tapestry lady, and yeah, Zizak's the little goblin dude. Divinity Original Sin is a great game. I wanted to stream it, and I still think I might at some point down the line, but with these games, it's just too much. I'm gonna leave it there. That's the entirety of the prologue I managed to do in a single stream, which is great. It ending there, I want to play more. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to end up streaming later today, in the middle of the night. No stream tomorrow, because Rogue One, and then of course on Saturday, I'll do an early stream, and potentially a late stream, but that's a 50-50 because of Moen's movie night thing. But yeah, I'm going to end it here, because I've finished the prologue. Really good. I'm really intrigued. I think this game I think this game probably has the best start out of the 3 games. I really like this prologue. I think this is the best prologue out of the 3 games. In terms of narrative, in terms of everything. Really like it. And I really like that Joshua and Estelle aren't part of this. They've not even been mentioned, I don't think. Maybe very vaguely mentioned. But I like that. New story, new characters, still connected, but yet, you know, this hermit garden, like, what is this? Like, it must be similarly connected to the dimensions that we were in the 2nd chapter, so I guess we'll see. So I'll stream later, do a later stream. Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes and viewers on adviewers.com. What colour can I get my virus in? Can you elaborate on the colours of the virus that I can get? And how quickly does the virus arrive? Is it a quick arrival for it, or does it take a few business days for it to arrive? Someone get that fucking bot out of it. I don't know why they bother. If there's a guy behind it who's clicking away and doing all that, do you think I'm honestly gonna click on that link? Do you think I'm gonna go to that website? Do you take me for a fucking moron? Anyway. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you to Hydra for following, for Immortal, Toshi, Tanya, Phil, Sinbad, all you guys for coming along. I really appreciate it. I'll be hopefully streaming later tonight. I'll let you guys know, update you. But yeah, thank you guys. I'll speak to you later. TC.